So welcome everyone to the demo for Sprint 2020.22. As usual, let's start with the brief slides to summarize what we did in this sprint and then follow that with the demos and discussions. So in this sprint, we've worked on some C++ 11 improvements. We have now support for the final modifier, which you can add to operations, capsules, and classes. We also found an issue related to the in-class initialization of attributes, which we implemented some time ago. More specifically, it was an unnecessary initialization that happened in the constructors, even if you use the in-class initialization. So that has now been fixed. And then also we now support auto variables. In last sprint demo, we demoed a new command for changing the direction of a protocol event. And in this sprint, we have continued to improve this command, and now it handles multi-selections so that you can easily convert several protocol events with one single command. We also spent quite a lot of time in this sprint to improve the handling of broken references, which has been, I would say, a long-standing problem in the tool. And to summarize this briefly, we can say that now we have removed the automatic removal of model elements that contain broken references. For example, previously, if you opened a state machine diagram where the state machine had broken redefinition links, that could lead to severe problems. And because of that, we had an automatic removal of those elements that had those links. But that, of course, was just a workaround. And now I think we have fixed it in a much better way and actually improved the way how the broken references are both reported and can be fixed. And one reason for such broken reference could, for example, be a refactoring that someone did without having your model in the workspace when the refactoring was done. In the sprint, we also encountered an issue that was related to loading TCs. So it actually could lead to a deadlock when you, for example, expanded the transformation configurations virtual folder in the Product Explorer. So that problem has now been fixed. Another quite big usability improvement we did in this sprint was to look at how type completion works for primitive types. And this has also been a quite long-standing problem that even for simple types like int, bool, etc., you typically got 3 matches at least in the type completion and in the select element dialog. And to fix this, we have now made the support for C code generation optional so that people who don't need C code generation don't have to install this at all. So this is a new choice in the installation. We also have removed the C++ types package and the corresponding C++ transformation profile because we found out that this actually was a leftover from a feature that was removed already before. So it was actually unnecessary and could be deleted. But of course, as always, when deleting something, there is a risk that someone has used the things that were deleted. So we have also had to implement model fix-ups to automatically correct models that already exist. And I think we can have a brief discussion after the demo about what this possibly could mean to your existing models. Then we have made an improvement in the transformation configuration editor's code tab. So now it can show syntax errors highlighted there. And last sprint, we gave you a preview of the TC relationship visualization that we did. And in this sprint, I've continued to work on this feature and done many improvements. However, we think that still some more improvements are needed before we can declare it non-experimental. So it's still experimental also in this release. And last but not least, we have done some important fixes in the merge functionality. For example, we fixed interface realization merge for non-workspace files, and also a problem that could cause owned attributes to be lost during the merge. So to summarize, we have one experimental feature that you need to turn on explicitly if you want to test it. It's the graphic visualization of TC relationships. And here is the list of deliveries. So as we agreed after last sprint demo, we have not made an update of 10.3 in this sprint, but will only deliver version 11, 2020.22, and it should be installed on Eclipse 2019-06. And here on this slide, you can also see the versions of the older streams in case you want to use them. But we of course recommend you to upgrade to version 11. And as I mentioned, there was a need to do some model fix-ups, which means that there will also be a new version of the model fix-up plugin that will match this sprint delivery.